Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today behind me I have a Sugar Rush striped peach pepper. And they call this a snacking pepper. But is it really a snacking pepper? Okay, get ready. Here we go. So this pepper has been described as a snacking pepper. I don't know about that, because I'll tell you a quick story on this pepper. I honestly, when I purchased it, thought it wasn't really that hot, maybe just a little bit hot. And it actually is 80 to 150 Scoville, and that's just slightly less than a habanero, if I'm not mistaken. So it's pretty hot. I don't like hot. I really don't. I like hot to a certain degree, and then it's like, forget it. I'm not going near it. I just don't like that extreme heat. For example, ghost pepper heat, you don't want to go there, okay? You just don't want to go there. It's nowhere near there. But I did have a little incident with the wife where she came out to the yard and she saw some of these that are really nice, these nice green ones over here. And she took a little bite and she said, hey, these are pretty good. So I said, yeah, try an orange one. They're called snacking peppers. So she took one like this and she bit off the whole top of it, and I thought I was gonna take that poor woman to the hospital because her mouth was on fire and she was just, she was coughing. It was bad. It took her about 10 minutes to calm down. Her sensitivity to the capsaicin is very limited. She does not like spicy, and I kind of messed her up because I said it was a good snacking pepper based on what other people out there say. It's a snacking pepper. What do you think of when you hear someone say a snacking pepper, right? To a normal person like me, I would think, and like you maybe, you would think, okay, that's like a bell pepper, right? Or maybe a red bell, which is kind of sweet and crunchy and really delicious, right? No, that's not the case. This is very hot. So keep that in mind. I'm not even gonna taste this because I've done it already a few times. And when I cut these open, they have a lot of oil that comes out, a lot of juice, a lot of oil. They drip like crazy. And the last time I cut one of these open, I wasn't wearing gloves, and I got just a couple of drops on my finger. And I kid you not, for 3 days, my little finger was on fire. That's how much the oil was burning my finger. So this is no snacking pepper, okay? So if you buy this, be prepared to grow a pepper plant that's beautiful and will produce a lot of nice peppers, but they're hot. Okay, so you're basically habanero hot. If you can handle habanero, you'll love this pepper because it does have a fruity flavor to it and a lot of heat too. Okay, so enough about that. Just show you what it looks like. Really nice, and they come in all kinds of contorted shapes. So you got that one there, and then a lot of times you'll get something that looks like this. It's just completely contorted. But beautiful plant. Leaves are large. Put this back down over here. Leaves are really large leaves. You can see the leaves are ginormous. Some are bigger than others. I can see productivity on it. There's about 20 peppers on here right now. I have 3 more of these way over on the other side of the yard, and they're also in these grow bags, and you can see how nice and big they have gotten. Now I want to show you something that's really important. How old do you think this plant is? Just a quick question for you. How old do you think this is? Okay, now obviously some people are going to leave the comments down there, and if you have a comment about how old you think this plant is compared to this plant, go ahead and leave a comment. All right, now let's look at this one. How old is this one? By the way, these are the same. These are Sugar Rush Peach. How old do you think this one is? Let me hold the other one up for comparison. Okay, so this will be plant number 1, plant number 2. Okay, how old do you think plant number 2 is? And how old do you think plant number 1 is? And if you already left a comment, go ahead and leave another one, because this is the correct question I should have asked. Plant number 2, plant number 1. How old is plant number 2 compared to plant number 1? Okay, got it? All right, leave your comment. Now, how old do you think this one is? Well, here's the answer. All 3 plants are the same age. They were all planted from seed at the same time. Did anybody answer that way? I don't know. I haven't seen those answers yet. I'm doing the video right now. But tell you what, you'd probably think that, the smaller plant was a little bit, younger, and the other one was a little bit older. But here's what happens, right? You plant the seeds, you get them going, and then you leave them in the little tiny pot, and you leave them there, and you leave them there, and you leave them there, and months go by, they don't grow. They just stay small. They don't really grow much. They'll flower, and you may get 1 or 2 little peppers, but you won't get much productivity, and you'll have a very small plant. So keep that in mind when you're stepping up your seedlings. As they begin to fill out the pot and they get nice and full, right? You need to go to a little bit larger, a little bit larger, a little bit larger. A lot of times. All right, everybody, I've got my Sugar Rush striped peach peppers right here. I'm gonna go ahead, bring them inside, chop them up, put them in the blender, and I'm gonna make a really, really nice, tasty, delicious, spicy salsa. And I'm gonna ask my wife if she wants to try it. All right, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Have a great night.